Yesterday, the Blast lost one of its most respected family members, Blast Hall of Famer Jim Callahan. Jim was a member of the Houston Summit when they moved to Baltimore and played for the Blast from 1980 through 1984. A member of the 1983-84 championship team and an assistant coach to head coach Kenny Cooper, Jim went north in 1992 to become head coach of the Harrisburg Heat, where he coached many stars, including current Blast head coach David Bascombe. On December 22nd, 1978, Jim scored the very first goal in MASL history. In 2021, Jim was inducted into the Baltimore Blast Hall of Fame, and we are forever grateful for his accomplishments and his friendship throughout the years. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please observe a moment of silence for Jim Callahan. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing. Gentlemen, remove your hats. Members of the military and veterans salute. And everyone else, place your hand on your heart as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem by tonight's special guest, the Sandy Plains Elementary School. The Sandy Plains Elementary School. Great job.
Today, MASL Soccer. It's the Baltimore Blast and the Harrisburg Heats. Welcome to Twitch. Paul Mittermeier, Lita Chantarette, and Andrew Primrose with you here this afternoon. And Lee, let's start an amazing tribute to Jimmy Callahan. A sad day for soccer fans this week as Jimmy passes away. What an outstanding man, and I know a man close to your heart.
Yeah, I played for Jim for 3 years, and I've known him for 30 years now. He was a great coach and an even better man. I think that the soccer community definitely lost a wonderful man. It's great to see so many people honoring him.
As you heard, Gary St. Hours, of course, had a huge impact on both the Baltimore Blast and Harrisburg Heats in this league. Let's talk about tonight's game. It's the Blast and the Heats. Last time these two teams met here in Baltimore, the Heat were on a little bit of a roll. They had defeated the Blast the weekend before, and the Florida Tropics were feeling pretty good about themselves. And then the Blast hung 11 on them, and it kind of put them in a little bit of a tailspin. And really the story for the Heats this year has been the inability to score goals. They've only scored 5 goals. That's the max they've scored in a game. Now, they've done it twice against the Blast. That was up in Harrisburg. They got to find a way to generate some offense.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's pretty simple. You got to score more than the other team, right? And so you're going to give up some goals. finding the back of the net consistently is going to determine how well they do.
Yeah, no question. It's going to be a tough task tonight because they'll go against one of the best goalkeepers in the game, William Vanzella, who just won his 100th career MASL game. We go down to Andrew Primrose with more on that story. Andrew?
Well, as we start, I'm going to cut out here in a second as we'll see a nice pregame tribute here as William will get presentation for that 100th win. But if you look at his career, well, here, let's throw it down to Gary St. Hours for the presentation.
Right now, we direct your attention to the midfield area. Last night's president, Gianni Zuccarello, has a very special presentation. A week or so ago, this guy recorded his 100th career win against the Milwaukee Rays. Gianni is presenting William a framed custom jersey acknowledging this accomplishment. Last fans, give it up for your goalkeeper number 0, William Vanzella. 100 career wins with the Baltimore Blast.
All right, so a slight adjustment to that. We'll look at the numbers here for William Vanzella. So that was his 100th career win in the MASL. Actually, only his 97th career win with the Baltimore Blast in the MASL. You remember he had the stint with San Diego in the COVID year. For his career, he's now halfway through his 11th season, 128-49, including his time in the MISL. That's 179 games with 175 starts. He's played 10,540 minutes and 50 seconds, Paul, and he's only surrendered 673 goals in that time. So clearly putting together one of the best. And oh, by the way, 5 championships in those 10 seasons that he's completed. So putting together one of the best careers in indoor soccer history from a goalkeeper. And we look forward to seeing him continuing after 3 straight home games with only giving up 3 goals a game.
Yeah, and you know what? He's really starting to come into his own. This team kind of buying into the system now this year. 3 goals allowed in his last 3 games. And let's I'll throw in there, I think this is a pretty big stat, 11 career shutouts in indoor soccer. That's just ridiculous.
That was unheard of back in the day, getting shutouts. Yeah, you put up 11 shutouts. That's impressive.
Now he faces Darian McCauley, who for Harrisburg has struggled this year, 0-4 with an 8.53 goals against average and a 5.60 save percentage. So it'll be a tough task for McCauley here this afternoon. We'll see how the Harrisburg Heat does. They're 3-10-1 on the season. The Blast, it's a big game for them, big match. 7-5-2, a chance for the Blast to move into 3rd place in the Eastern Conference here of the MASL. Quick start for the Blast. Mello quickly up ahead off the boards to himself, but a nice read early on, initial save for McCauley.
Good idea by Mello. He just had to ping the ball a little bit harder off the boards.
Now Vanzella called for the foul as he takes down Ty Hall, and that's a good addition for Harrisburg. Hall back in the Heat lineup after missing a month of the season. He is definitely going to be a factor here today. Quick restart top of the arc for Harrisburg. Oh, quick touch, nice job there, but it's shot just wide by Dominic Francis, and the Blast will look to clear.
Really good job there, nice and composed, working out of the back. Lucas finding that little half space. What a really nice turn.
Here's Donatelli playing it up ahead. That's kicked away. Ricardinho for Nelson Santana, and he plays it back for Vanzella. Joan Pereira steps on the floor. Patrick Thompson also on the floor for the Blast. How about Thompson? And now they're going to call an illegal touch from the keeper, although Vanzella's arguing the call. I'm not sure that was the right call.
Yeah.
I mean, he had not touched it previous to that.
I didn't think so. So this will be interesting to see, and I'm a little surprised that the Heat's coming out in high pressing Baltimore, because last time they were here, they kind of got, you know, they got picked to pieces. So we'll see, you know, if Pat put some kind of new press, because the press that they had the last time they were here was not effective.
Well, definitely some new players, and we talked about Ty Hall. He's going to be a factor. Elton is back in the Harrisburg lineup as well. He missed some time with injury. Of course, Zach Reguette was here last time. He was traded to Kansas City, and we'll get into that as well as the Heat, some reinforcements from that trade as well.
Yeah, the Heat's got some good energy here early. Whoever hit that shot from midfield, I didn't see it, actually really tattooed that ball.
Last have it, Roque up front. Lucas, 26 goals on the season, 34 points. He's at the top of the MASL in goals per game, points per game, and has really been the consistent scorer for the Blast all year.
I would like to see them get the ball down low to Lucas, to the forwards, but then when they get the ball down low, the midfielder or defender on that side has to create a little bit of movement.
You know, it's interesting, Lee, because we talked about the Blast trying to score, and really Roque's been consistent, but it's really been the other guys that have stepped up and made the difference for the Blast that have really added on to this 10-11 goal outburst the last 3 games.
Yeah, look, if they're having more success because it's more than one person who's scoring. You can't have success when you just have one guy scoring.
Great ball to the corner, and a hard foul. Hughes goes down, and we'll get a good restart opportunity here for the Blast. Right now, Harrisburg looks like they're struggling, staying with their runners off of that back line.
Right, so that's why I said I was surprised that they came out with this high press, because they don't do a good job of following their runners, or they didn't do a good job the last game they were here.
Ferdinand. Rayleigh's shot is blocked. Good job there by the Heats. Good work by David Meller that time.
I mean, it just makes sense. If your team is not good at tracking runners, you really don't want to. You don't want a high press to where they're, you're hectic and running all over the place.
Steal by Chavez, but the Blast get it right back. And we'll get a procedure call here. We'll get a top of the arc restart for the Blast. No Moises Gonzalez this afternoon. He's out for Baltimore. Gonzalez, 11 goals and 8 assists. Really have been coming on with these set-piece situations for the Blast. He won't have his services here this afternoon.
No, I talked to David a little bit before the game, and they were going to throw Jamie Thomas up top to give him a little bit of a different look.
Miscommunication here, and a good read and a steal. Shot is blocked. DePrima couldn't get that one off. Roque can't get it to Mello, and back come the Heat again. Here's Hall, and Malcolm Harris steps off the Harrisburg bench.
Not a bad idea on the set piece. Ferdinand has just got to play that ball a lot harder, but great job getting back by Donatelli. You had a great stat with Donatelli we were talking about beforehand. What was it?
Tony Donatelli. Blast are 6-3 this year with Donatelli in the lineup. They're 1-4 without him. And it's not like he has a great back post opportunity. Just eluded Jamie Thomas there. And it's not like they have. He's a massive scorer. He just does so many things well.
Yeah, we've talked about that over the past few games here. He does a lot of little things well, and on top of the defending, the assist, all the little things, he brings a winning mentality, and having that leadership and that mentality, it's worth its weight in gold.
Thompson down for Thomas.
Harrisburg number 77, Malcolm Harris.
Crossfield here is the aforementioned lead. Leave it for Nelson Santana. I can't believe that Nelson Santana does not have a point this year.
Hey.
Really? That is actually surprising. I didn't know that. I was saying when I was watching him during warm-ups, he's such a big kid. He's always got a smile on his face. He's so happy.
Oh, Donatelli upset. Oh, and maybe got caught an elbow to the head.
Yeah, it looks like he caught one right in the eye. It was unintentional. He tried to stop quick, and I think he just caught kind of a slap in the face.
There's Pereira with some room. Pereira's shot, that's just wide. Ball goes around the turn.
I love this movement early on by the Blast. They're creating a lot of opportunities. David obviously knows that Harrisburg is struggling a little bit following their runners, so there's a lot of movement, forcing them to be disciplined with their following of runners.
Harris lost the ball in the corner. Roque taken down. Foul called.
I think they're calling a flop.
They're saying they're calling the foul on Roquet. I think everyone was confused there.
They had to call simulation then because there was no foul.
Bassi. Ball, I thought deflected off of Harrisburg, but they'll say
It deflected off one of the bench players.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It'll be a top of the arc restart for the Heat. Francis again. Plays it far side. That shot goes wide. DePrima runs it down in the corner. And here's Elton. The ball to the corner. Santana can't handle it. Quick shot on Manzella's save. I think one of the best attributes for William in this arena is just how quick his reflexes are.
Yeah, I mean, over the years he's had unbelievable reflexes. But I'll tell you what's great is his angles. So he knew that that's the only place that guy was going to hit it, and he's just sitting there and he's collecting it like it's nothing.
DePrima now leaves it back for Stephen Basso. Chavez now. Ball cleared off by Thompson, and quickly counterattack. Thomas goes down. This could be 2 minutes.
It's a little bit surprising that it's not 2 minutes.
He was off.
He was off. He was off and running. I don't know how that's not 2 minutes. And I think Jamie early on is doing what David wanted him to do, kind of stretch that field, you know, wreak a little havoc with just his movement and stuff like that.
No. If that's not 2 minutes, I'm anxious to see what will be. Here's Roquet in the corner.
See, right now, Ferdinand has got to move a little bit. They're too stagnant. They're allowing this double. They're not giving Roquet any movement to where he can kind of have a one-on-one situation there. You play that ball down low, that guy has to have a little movement up top. He's got to be in a dangerous position.
Max off the boards. That's kicked away. Max wins it back momentarily. Ball still loose in the corner.
Paul, it looks like Tony will be fine. He's up and moving, and it looks like he'll be taking his regular shift coming up here.
Ferdinand run off by Harris. Now Max recovers. Good battle in the far corner. Back heel, Mello. Can't get around the turn. Mike De Silva on for his first shift. Harrisburg has it midway through the first.
I think Harrisburg's got to be happy right now.
Yeah.
They haven't given a goal up. I mean, you know, the Blast had 3 or 4 really dangerous opportunities, but they got down early last game here, and I think they'll be happy right now. 0-0 midway through the first.
It was a quick 3-0 lead for the Blast. Oh, dangerous play there. As the newcomer, Lucia Tatsane, and now foul here on the Blast. Francis goes down.
Tripping foul on Blast number 13, Jeremy Ridley. Free kick, Harrisburg.
Looks like Dominic's going to be okay. Quick good chance, shot, that's wide. Francis again.
Blast got a little fortunate there. Mello really cheating out to the guy out wide, who's the least dangerous guy, and allowing that ball to be cut, and that should have been a better attempt on goal there.
Oh, good pressure by Thomas. Pushes Harrisburg back, but they recover. Oh, Diesel with a quick steal. Picked his pocket. Now, Thomas looks to get off. Here's Mello, far side. Good ball for Obasi. Ottawa missed about a month with injury. Ricardinho now. Roquet back for Ricardinho. Loose in front. Parried out.
look at the difference there, Paul. When somebody plays the ball down to Lucas and then they move off of him, right? So they create so much more danger when that happens.
Okay, steals. Quick shot. That's a toe poke that's handled by McCauley.
I tell you, I'm sure David will see this, but when David Meller's on the field, I would really try to create some movement with his man. You know, he doesn't seem to be doing a very good job of following his runner.
Heat with possession again. It's about 9 minutes gone here in the first. Chip to the middle. Elton kicks it to the far side. Back heel by Ricardinho. Roque steals. Obasi now with some space.
Oh, Obasi really missed an opportunity there to create numbers. There's no reason for all these little touches. You have the ball. He's putting you into space. With his athleticism, he should have exploded into space and created numbers going to goal there.
Pereira.
That's just inexperience.
Hughes pops free. Now, Joan Pereira has it.
One change there from the last two games you saw as two Harrisburg Heat players over there, not letting Pereira go one-on-one.
Now, Pereira goes down in the blue. I think it's going to be shown to both.
Oh, that's really poor. I don't think it should have been a blue either way, but if they're going to give a blue for the retaliation, there's no way Juan should have got a blue there.
We'll take a timeout. We'll sort it out after the break. 4:48 left.
That's it.
And it's scoreless here in Baltimore.
Antwerpen Automotive is your #1 hometown dealer. Antwerpen makes finding your next vehicle easy. With over 2,000 new and pre-owned vehicles, Antwerpen has the right selection for you. Plus, only Antwerpen offers the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. They save you time and money. Visit any of Antwerpen's 12 area locations or visit them online at jacksays.yes.com.
And remember, when I say yes, you pay less.
Jack's playing baseball now, and Sam inherited her dad's love of chemistry and his teeth. And I'm learning that having a family is expensive.
Well, at Wise, you can find plenty of ways to save on things your family loves. And less money on groceries means more money for everything else.
That's awesome.
That's Wise.
Eat better, spend less, that's Wise.
Going back to Baltimore, matching 2-minute minors. Dominic Francis and Joan Pereira pick up 2 minutes. So we'll play 4-on-4. Don't forget MASL Monday is back with a familiar face. Each week, recap the weekend and keep up to date on all the latest news on MASL Monday. If you want to see a game live, visit Sports Illustrated Tickets for the best tickets to see the MASL action in your favorite arenas. So very rare we see 4-on-4 soccer, but we'll see that here between Harrisburg and the Blast. Opens the field up a little bit too.
No, it definitely opens the field up a little bit, so it'll be interesting to see. I thought maybe Pat would put his most line out here to kind of get them going.
Let's see. Basso, Harris, Hall, and Elton. Oh, dangerous move by McCauley. Works out for him. And Blast clear.
I'm not sure he meant to do that, but he recovered very well.
Good ball to the corner for Harris. Here's Hall now. Thompson marks Hall. Tries to go back to where that's cut off. Good movement by Hall to kind of keep some pressure on, but the Blast handle it. And now they'll come out of their defensive end. Donatelli plays it near side for Santana.
I actually like this by Harrisburg. Harrisburg is not pressing. They realize that they're going to get picked to pieces here if they try to press with passing. So they're just sitting back.
Okay, drags it. Here's Obasi. Ciafanoa takes his man on here. Leaves it back. Melo. It's a little more space now to shoot.
I'd like to see Melo be more aggressive.
Pull the trigger?
there. Yeah, he's got to be more aggressive there. If they're gonna sag that deep, he's got to take that touch in and have a shot.
There's Obasi again.
I'd like to see Melo get in the box right here as well.
Oh, quick shot and save. Obasi got a good look there. Collier to the challenge. Ball kicked away and stolen. 2-on-1 for the Blast. Melo, touch, Roquet. Roquet, Melo, drives and shoots and scores. Wasn't pretty, but it was effective.
No, listen, it was actually, until that final ball, which was a little bit behind Melo, it was fantastic. Great defense, excellent transition. Melo did a perfect job of drawing the defender in there and then just laying it wide, and then that's some unselfish play by Lucas, easy tapping.
Time to go 11:39. And actually, Lee, the ball behind it wasn't bad because it didn't allow the keeper to make a play on the ball.
No, it didn't, but I mean, look, obviously he wanted to play this in front of him, but...
and still, there was just too much space between him and the defender.
It was great execution. The ball ended up in back of the net.
Yeah, I remember us talking about 3 games ago about Melo, his ability to play make, right? Well, that's now his 13th goal of the season. He's really come on strong, scoring goals. And for Melo, that's 7 goals in the last 7 games for Jonathan Melo.
I'm sure, if you talk to David, I'm sure David has that conversation with him. He has to be impactful for this team to succeed.
Good ball up ahead. And Sane runs it down. Ball comes loose and free, and here come the Blast again. Hughes touches back for Thomas, a drive. That's off the boards. Comes all the way back into the midfield. Blast have it. So both players come out of the box on that goal. And we play 5-on-5. Here's Obasi. I wonder why the players come out of the box. It's not like there's a advantage, right? You should play the full 2 minutes, right?
They did, Paul.
They did.
They did?
That was just the release right there. Yeah.
That was the full 2 minutes, yeah.
That was the
Like you
release
said,
right on that
It's
shot.
flying by.
It is. This quarter is flying by. I'd like to see, when they have the ball out wide here, I'd like to see a little bit more movement by the Blast, making some runs through the box. They're a little stagnant when the ball's getting out wide.
Here's Lucas Roquet up top. Plays it for Ricardinho in the corner. His pass off the boards doesn't work out as it deflects off the turn and into the hands of McCauley. This ball comes way out. Ferdinand chests it down. Plays it to the corner. Turnover. Elton with a drive. Ricardinho settles that down. Flips it forward and into the crowd. And we're going to get a top of the arc restart. Tough break there for the Blast.
I thought Lucas was going to go all the way out into the boards, try and knock that down.
I think he was thinking about jumping up. I think he was thinking about jumping up. Yeah.
He was definitely thinking about it. Good chance here for Harrisburg to tie. DePrima runs out. Harris touches back. Francis, good ball here. Shot, save by Manzella. And Neller puts his hands to his head. He can't believe it.
Really nice execution by Harrisburg there on that free kick.
How did William get out there? Good one-touch soccer. Ferdinand.
Jamie's got to take space there. Jamie had the space. He's got to be more aggressive. Take that space in.
Nice move by Roquet. Comes off the foot of Raley, and Colley right there to make the save. Approaching 1 minute left here, first quarter. Blast with pressure now. Oh, good ball just before 3 lines. Melo runs Harris off. Manzella has it with under 1 to play. Comes Manzella. He directs traffic, gets across the midfield. Still has it. Drives, that's blocked. Still has it, plays it to the corner. Ball flipped high into the air, settled down. Thomas, run off. Elton. Chavez now. Chavez's shot blocked. Elton with the follow-up. That's cleared by Thompson. 25 left. There's Chavez again near side. Harrisburg has the possession. Kerstetter with 20 left. There's Meller now, near side. Plays to the box, give and go, taken away by Melo. Melo still has it, 6 seconds left. Thomas makes a run, cuts it back with 3. He'll hold 2 seconds, And that'll do it. End of the first quarter. Blast with a 1-0 lead after 1 quarter of play. Genitos Bello with the goal. Blast on top after 1. You're watching MASL Soccer on Twitch.
Every day, all across Maryland, we help employers keep their workers safe from accidents and injuries. We're Chesapeake Employers Insurance Company. At Chesapeake Employers, workers' compensation insurance and workplace safety have been our passion and our specialty for more than 100 years. We help protect Maryland workers because
End of every workday, someone's waiting for your safe return.
connect with your local agent or visit us online.
As parents, we want to put our children on the right path, one that leads them to become intelligent, responsible, compassionate adults. That path begins with a Catholic education. Catholic schools inspire academic excellence with a balanced curriculum that integrates music, arts, world language, and Catholic faith, while challenging students in the areas of science, math, and technology. Help your child reach their full potential. Enroll in a Catholic school today.
GoostUpCoffee.com. It's just good coffee.
Welcome back to Baltimore. 1-0 Blast after 1 quarter of play. Genitos Mello with the goal, the assist to Roque. MASLsoccer.com, your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League, all the latest news, standings, and in-depth features. Bookmark the page now so you don't miss a note. MASLsoccer.com. Andrew, I saw a very heated, not a heated conversation, but William Van Zelen talking to the official at the break. I guess that was about the matching 2-minute minors.
No, there was actually two things going on down here. The first one is William was upset still about that goalkeeper distribution. I think there was some confusion or conversation about what entails the second touch, and William felt that he was correct. And then the second follow-up conversation was around when a challenge is allowed, and still trying to figure that out as the system gets refined. We talked about that in the last broadcast. So in this situation, because both teams still had their challenges, that wasn't a situation where the referees could initiate a challenge because it wasn't a goal-scoring situation or a particularly egregious situation. So they felt they couldn't use their referee-initiated challenge. It would have to come from the coaches. So that was the conversation.
Are we talking about for the illegal touch?
No, I'm sorry. So that was the second conversation, was about the headbutt.
I got you.
And so that was the second part, was when a challenge could be used or when a free-initiated challenge could happen. Then the second touch was what William wanted to discuss.
Understand. All right, here we go. 1-0 Blast. Start of the second quarter. Blast will start things here. Rayleigh chips it over the glass and out of play, so we're going to kick in. First quarter stats. Harrisburg out shooting the Blast 7-5 in that first quarter. How about 5 William Van Zelen saves in that first quarter of play?
Yeah, I thought the first quarter was okay. I thought the Blast did a good job up into the offensive third. And once they got the ball into the offensive third, they're just too stagnant. There's a lot of standing around. For a team that struggles following their runners, the Blast not taking advantage of that.
Oh, good cutback. Roque, wide open shot and a goal. Well, Mello returns the favor.
Look at the look that Lucas just gave Mello. What a fantastic vision. What Lucas's reaction right there says it all. Like, how did you see me? How did you get that ball to me? That was great vision.
15 seconds into the second quarter. Let's take a look, Lee, as it all started on the turnover at midfield. Wow. The Heat a little unbalanced, would you say, there with the 5 guys on one side of the field?
Right, but once again, this is what the Blast have to take advantage of. They do not do a good job of following their runners, or they'll double where they're not supposed to double. 3 guys went to 1 guy there and left Lucas wide open. So that's great. I'm sure it's something that David was talking about at halftime. I mean, at the end of the first quarter.
All right, Harrisburg gets the quick turnover in the corner. There's Elton on the far side.
I tell you what, Lee, you can talk about it all you want, but to make a pass like that with that precision, my goodness.
No, I mean, like I said, Lucas's reaction says it all. That was the fact that he saw him and hit the ball and played the ball, just a perfect ball to him, was impressive.
There's Thomas. Santana now. Ferdinand with some room on the far side. Takes on Basso. Back it out. The Blast will possess. Patrick Thompson on the near side. And Santana. We talked about some of the guys besides Roque scoring goals. How about Patrick Thompson? Last 2 games, 5 goals for Thompson. Had the hat trick against Harrisburg 2 games ago, and then another big game against Milwaukee as well. Here he is.
And some great shots right from that area at the high yellow line, stretching out that defense. Not only does he score goals, but then it pulls that defense out on him.
And we've talked about it before. The Blast really don't have a lot of guys that take shots from there.
Right.
And that's a place on the field that's very open in this arena.
Yeah, you get right over midfield and you're ready to shoot here.
Right.
So you got to have guys who are able to stretch the defenders.
Oh, nice feed. Roque was a little upset. It went right by him.
Yeah, Malcolm does a good job of finding these little half spaces, and you know, he's got nice ability on the ball.
Oh, here's Tetsane now. Plays it to the interior. The Silva back for Tetsane. Oh, look at this. Nice job by Vanzella as the Silva was unmarked.
Fantastic. Tagged his defender there. Good vision.
Now, down for, tough break there. Good ball for Tetsane there, but it hit the corner of the dasher boards and went over the glass. Vanzella tries for Thomas. Elton gets inside there and steals it.
Yeah, there was a little miscommunication there. Thomas pointed in the opposite direction, and after William played that ball, he raised his hand.
That ball played up near us. What a pro that, what a professional. Gary St. Hours, the PA announcer, got hit in the head with the ball, didn't even flinch. Just kept reading the announcement.
That's
That's probably true. All right, here we go. Obasi, Mello, good ball for Donatelli. Tony turns, deflects right back to him. Standing. Officials always do a good job, man. Come on.
Paul is always a fan of the officials in every sport.
See? Mello. Ball down and over the boards.
Goalkeeper distribution, Harrisburg.
And we'll get a goalkeeper distribution for McCauley.
Andrew, I'd be curious if you heard David at halftime talk about getting more movement in the attacking third, because they've definitely been creating more opportunities. They have more runners going through the box when they have the ball out wide.
Oh, big time shot by Meller, and again, Vanzella says no. That's twice Vanzella's just robbed Meller. That was headed to the far post, and William just denied him.
Yeah, William did a good job. That's poor defending. You can't let him turn to the inside and have that, you know, have the shot there.
Now it'll come off. Could have 2 goals in this game instead. 2 big saves by Ben.
Yeah, those goals aren't going in.
Oh, great steal by Thompson. Good takeaway now. A little loft towards going in. Pereira scores from midfield, and it's 3-0 Blast.
Fantastic touch by Juan. That ball was harder than it looked, because he had to kind of get it up and down in a short distance there. Not hitting that one over the goals. Nice goal.
Well, Patrick Thompson will not get an assist on this, but he makes the play. Nifty steal, and then off of the deflection. What a ball by Pereira to find the net.
Bar down and in. Absolutely, Thompson completely creates this opportunity, and then with composure, excellent finish. Oh, yeah. No, that's why I said that goal is harder than it looked. The ball's bouncing.
Now we'll get a card on Tensane as he takes Ricardinho to the floor with the elbow. And the Blast are yelling for a red card.
I missed that. I wasn't.
Yeah, we were looking away.
Looking away
from the ball. Now, officials are talking right now. They'll talk with the fourth official.
Can Dave challenge this if it's not?
Right. We've had this conversation, though. I mean, you know, so here we go again. You got one challenge, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Oh, that's
jeez.
Okay. You get a 3-game suspension in the EPL for that. I mean, it's a really nice right hook, though. How is that not? How is that not a red card?
Upgraded to a major penalty, 5-minute major, also to Tensani. Time of that penalty.
All right, so it's the Blast power play. 4:39 the time of the penalty. Blast go on the power play. Blast on the power play this year, 41%. He'd have been pretty good, 52% on the kill. Donatelli crossfield, Roque drive, that's just wide. Good look there for Lucas.
Ah, fantastic ball, too, by Tony. The weight of that ball was perfect.
Pereira cross field, that's knocked away. DePrima steals. Back come the Heat.
I'll tell you what, Lucas is doing a really good job with his movement on that opposite side. He's mixing it from high to low.
Give a guy something to look at,
yeah,
right?
he's causing them a lot of problems. I mean, he's...
Watch Ferdinand here in the middle. He's going to be dangerous from top of that box. Pereira. Ferdinand shot. Score!
Fantastic movement. Great ball movement by the Blast there. Excellent power play.
Max Ferdinand with the left foot scores. It's a power play goal for the Blast, and it's 4-0.
Yeah, a little unfortunate. I'm not sure who. I think that was Elton in the goal, who was in really good position. It just kind of handcuffed him, but fantastic power play by the Blast. Quick movement of the ball, creating those little passing lanes, and a really nice finish.
And good credit to Pereira for touching it back out to space and giving himself some looks. He was able to get the ball around Basso to get the ball to Ferdinand top of the box. Steal by the Blast. Rayleigh, Donatelli shot blocked.
I think if I'm Pat Healy, I'm looking for a timeout here because they're just really discombobulated. Their energy is bad.
Blast, Rayleigh tries to thread the needle for Hughes. That goes to the far corner. Williamson steps out, finally clears the ball, takes a crazy bounce towards the boards. Pressure here by Harrisburg. Blast clearance, only to the yellow. Francis, just there, but Vanzella said no.
Great, once again, just great positioning by William, knowing where that ball is going to be, and did a great job getting his body in front of it.
Obasi goes by De Silva.
Please report to the Fan Appreciation Center immediately. Thank you.
Rayleigh now back for Mello. Obasi. Quick turn. Obasi goes down. De Silva.
How is that not 2 minutes?
Little extracurricular activity.
I mean, how is that not 2 minutes off the ball? I mean, that's really poor. If I'm David, how do you not throw a challenge here? I'm not sure if you can. I don't understand all the rules to the challenges right now, but I mean, watch this. He clearly kicks him after the whistle.
There's no question right?
Wow.
That you could probably throw a challenge flag and maybe get a penalty call, but you're up 4-0.
I know.
And you only get one challenge a game.
I still would do it. Put the nail in the coffin.
You're only doing it as an emotional thing.
It's not.
It is. Because listen to me.
Paul, for you think it is. For me, I think it's 5-0 and you put the nail in the coffin.
But you're just scoring a goal. I mean, you're scoring a goal, and you never know what's going to happen later in a game. And what if you need that challenge later in the game?
That's your opinion. I think when you can bury them, look at their body language. They're just out smashing and hitting people right now. They're not even playing.
Well, so bury them without the penalty. I mean, I'm just saying the challenge, if you have one challenge, okay, that is like pure gold.
You can continue to say that, and I can tell you, if I'm the coach, I take the momentum there and I put the nail in the coffin.
Well, we could agree to disagree.
We can.
It's always been my opinion that.
As a player and as a coach, I'm telling you what my opinion is.
I'm fine. I'm just sharing mine as well. It's like if you have that one challenge and you're winning by 3+ goals, you can't use that flag until the fourth quarter because something could happen after the game changes. There's a foul here against the Blast away from the ball. Something could change. The game, the momentum could change, and you could need that challenge flag in the fourth quarter in a crucial situation. Here we go. 6:50 left in the half. Blast up 4-0. Drive, blocked away. Good settle by Harris. Thompson runs it down, though.
Nice job by Malcolm. Malcolm has nice feet. He's always got good tight ball control.
Of course, Malcolm, part of that UMBC squad that went to the Final Four back in 2014.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of coaching Malcolm this summer with the USL2 team, Christos. He's a good guy.
A couple shout-outs, too, by the way. One, of course, we have to send our thoughts and prayers out to Scotty Heilman, former Blast goalkeeper. His father passed away.
Absolutely.
All of us thinking about you, Scotty. And then, of course, the other shout-out to Pete Caringi, longtime UMBC head coach who just retired recently here at UMBC in Baltimore, who just changed a bunch of lives, not just on the soccer field, but off the field as well here in Baltimore, and produced so many players that played in this indoor game.
No, I mean, Pete is, part of the soccer fabric of Baltimore. He's been, as a player and then as a coach, he's touched a lot of lives.
Well, here we go. Good possession time here for Harrisburg. Francis now gives it back for DePrima. Take him on. Far side now. Quick shot by Chavez. That goes wide. Donatelli right there defensively. Williamson takes it away. Really, Lee, this is the first real good offensive possession we've seen from Harrisburg today.
For this quarter, I mean, they had a little bit in the first quarter, but second quarter, I think this is definitely the most consistent, possession they've had.
Steal by the Blast. Thomas working hard. He gets pushed from behind. Ortiz picks up the foul.
So I think David's going to be happy with Jamie and what he's doing this quarter. Throwing him up top. I think he gave him some, directions, what he wanted him to do. Just create that energy, wreak a little havoc with his movement. And I think he's done that.
His work rate's been really strong.
Yeah,
on both ends of the floor, too.
Absolutely. That's his strength. Jamie's strength is his movement, his work rate.
Good header by Harris to some space, and Vanzella heads that away. Long header, and this one not touched as well as the Pereira strike was, and this goes over the glass into the netting, and we'll get a timeout and a goalkeeper distribution here 10 minutes into the second quarter. It's all Blast right now, 4-0 Blast, 4:44 left in the half. Back with more MASL soccer on.
Every day, all across Maryland, we help employers keep their workers safe from accidents and injuries. We're Chesapeake Employers Insurance Company. At Chesapeake Employers, workers' compensation insurance and workplace safety have been our passion and our specialty for more than 100 years. We help protect Maryland workers because
End of every workday, someone's waiting for your safe return.
connect with your local agent or visit us online.
Jack's playing baseball now, and Sam inherited her dad's love of chemistry and his teeth. And I'm learning that having a family is expensive.
Well, at Wise, you can find plenty of ways to save on things your family loves. And less money on groceries means more money for everything else.
That's awesome.
That's Wise.
Eat better, spend less, that's Wise.
As parents, we want to put our children on the right path, one that leads them to become intelligent, responsible, compassionate adults. That path begins with a Catholic education. Catholic schools inspire academic excellence with a balanced curriculum that integrates music, arts, world language, and Catholic faith, while challenging students in the areas of science, math, and technology. Help your child reach their full potential. Enroll in a Catholic school today.
GustaveCoffee.com. It's just good coffee.
Welcome back to Baltimore. Blast lead at 4-0 as it's all Blast so far here in the first half. Now, you're rightly, though, Harrisburg has settled down here in the second quarter.
Yeah, look, that's why I would have thrown that challenge flag if you could have, because they were frantic. They were just, okay, we're in a bad way. We're just going to run around and hit people. And
No, I don't think so. But, you know, we get to...
Paul is against challenge until the fourth quarter.
Oh, no, hold on a second. That's not true. If the game was 2-1 or 3-2, then that makes that scenario different. But if you're up 3 or 4 goals, you can't throw your challenge flag just to get a goal, and then not guaranteed get a goal just to get a power play. I mean, because you don't know the situation later in the game and how things will change and whether you may need that in a crucial fourth quarter situation in a close game.
They got space here. They've got to take. Jamie needed to go back post there.
Thompson.
He made the wrong run. He ran into Ferdinand's space when the space is back post.
That's probably inexperience playing up top, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's Ferdinand, though. He settles. Gets run off by Harris. He goes down. Now they call a foul on Harris, and Max Ferdinand's in the corner holding it. Looked like he may have caught an elbow or hand to the face.
Yeah, I just think he caught it inadvertent, like Malcolm didn't throw his hand out or anything. He just caught a little hand to the face.
Just to be clear on the rule, Andrew, it doesn't have to be intentional, right? It's any contact above the head, right, or above the shoulders. They're going to call the foul first, I think. I thought they called a foul on Elton before the ball was kicked out of play. Did they call the foul, Andrew? And I just saw...
Yeah, but I think they called the foul beforehand.
I didn't see him give a foul, so. All right, here's Rayleigh. Leaves it back for Donatelli to Roque. Donatelli drives, that's blocked. Good play there by Elton. This ball high into the air, and it's a 3-line violation, I believe, on Elton. Yeah, that ball deflected off Elton. And into the arms of Vanzella in goal. So here we go. No Gonzalez here for the Blast on this yellow start. Instead, Roque, quick toe poke. It goes over the head of Mello.
Very nicely designed free kick.
Are those two tuned in or what?
Yeah, that was really nice. Lucas is kicking himself a little bit because he had him wide open. The ball just, you know, it just rose on him.
Blast will pressure now. Macaulay to the midfield. Near turnover, but a nice recovery by Williamson.
There's a little miscommunication on that press where both Lucas and Donatelli went at the same time, and then they kind of both stopped.
Blast to get it back with 2:10 left in the half. Here's Mello. Santana leaves it for Pereira. Mello to Roque. Oh, Lucas with a turn shot and the best save of the day for Macaulay there as he closes down Roque.
Great save by Macaulay, and what a nice turn by Lucas. And to generate that kind of power from that in tight was really nicely done.
Well, pressure on Williamson near Steele. Macaulay plays it around the turn, takes a funny bounce. Williamson recovers, and out they come. Blast have really done a nice job pressuring the defenders for Harrisburg.
Yeah, on the reverse end where I wasn't sure that the best strategy for Harrisburg was to press Baltimore. I absolutely think the best strategy for Baltimore is to press Harrisburg.
If the Heat could get a goal here, that would be a huge boost for them headed to the half. The Silva, fouled by Santana.
Really silly foul here. Absolutely no reason to foul him there.
A good chance here for the Heat off the restart.
Wonder if they get a timeout here.
Comes through and kicked away. Mello can't handle it. Heat have it with a minute left.
I thought maybe Pat would have, with a minute left in this half, with that kind of opportunity, try to head into halftime with a little momentum, call a timeout there and draw something up.
Now here's the Blast now. They'll hold. No reason to hurry with 40 seconds left in the half. Vanzella to the near corner. Thomas heads that back. Goes over the boards. And it'll be a kick in for Harrisburg with 29 left.
Having flashbacks of college from this song.
Oh, almost a three-line, but knocked down. Now Nelson Santana blocks it. Heads it to the corner. Hall runs into him. Foul called on Hall with 18 left.
If Nelson doesn't intervene there, and that's a tap-in back post, he did a really nice job intercepting that ball and then proceeded to start a juggling act.
Yeah, right?
He knew it was 20 seconds left. He's done it before where he'll just kind of keep it in the air until somebody fouls him.
Good speed by Max. Takedown of Thomas. And this will be a good restart opportunity for the Blast. Blast bench is yelling.
So this is one of those situations here. Does David use a timeout here? You have 8 seconds left. See what Harrisburg's going to put out there. Maybe
draw the play.
Yeah, well, if something's on, you take it. But if not, they have that timeout in their pocket.
A three-man wall for Harrisburg.
Oh, I would love to see.
A lot of shooters here, right?
Yeah, I would love to see Thomas. Oh, Jamie, get out of there. I'd love Thomas go through the box and then Max come around. Oh no, Dupreem is now out wider.
Well, they cheated. I mean, they clearly moved up a step after the referee left.
All right, where's the foam? Where's the ref foam?
Look, they just moved up again. And where's the foam?
We all do it though, right?
Well, all touch inside. Oh, off the post. And a foul called on the Blast with 4.8 seconds left. That close to 5-0.
Yeah, very well. Well drawn up play, unlucky. Hit off the inside of the post.
And they'll just throw it downfield. Quick heave. flicked on, and William keeps that out as the half expires. Blast missed a scoring opportunity at the end, but they still lead it. It's 4-0 after one half of play. We talked about William Vanzella, 11 career shutouts. He's halfway to 12 here after one half of play. Back with halftime and your second half action after the break. Blast 4, Heat nothing. You're watching MASL Soccer on Twitch.
Jack's playing baseball now, and Sam inherited her dad's love of chemistry and his teeth. And I'm learning that having a family is expensive.
Well, at Wise, you can find plenty of ways to save on things your family loves. And less money on groceries means more money for everything else.
That's awesome.
That's Wise.
Eat better, spend less. That's Wise.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we direct your attention to the midfield area. Please welcome back Studio K-Dance.
I'm coming in hot. Coming in hot. Just like the fajita. I write what I live. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow. Just like the demeanor. I'm feeding my fam. I'm feeding the leader. They got I just wanna be victorious. Doesn't matter what my story is. Even when the darkness shines, I'm not gonna lose this fight. I just wanna be victorious. Fire in the flames, it's glorious. Even when the darkness calls, I'm not gonna lose it all. I just wanna be victorious. Us, victorious. Us, victorious. Us, victorious. Us, doesn't matter what my story is.
At MedStar Health, we're doing everything we can to prepare for what if. Like, what if you need care right now? We have the region's largest network of urgent care centers. Or what if you think you're out of options? Patients continue to turn to us after losing hope elsewhere. Or what if you can't get to care? Our mobile care units bring care to our communities. Because treating people means being prepared to treat them when what if happens. MedStar Health. It's how we treat people.
As parents, We want to put our children on the right path, one that leads them to become intelligent, responsible, compassionate adults. That path begins with a Catholic education. Catholic schools inspire academic excellence with a balanced curriculum that integrates music, arts, world language, and Catholic faith, while challenging students in the areas of science, math, and technology. Help your child reach their full potential. Enroll in a Catholic school today.
We're Chesapeake Employers Insurance Company. We help protect Maryland workers because
the end of every workday, someone's waiting for your safe return.
connect with your local agent or visit us online.
Shoot! He scores!
What's going on, everyone? Alex Bastiavansky here in the MASL studio. Hope you're loving the game so far. Some big encounters went down last week. We will cover them today on the show, starting things off with an Eastern tilt between Kansas City and Florida.
First chance to score. One touch. Shoots! And he hits it home! Welcome, Zach Reggett, to the Comets.
That's right, Zach Reggett as a KC Comet. He was traded for the second time in 2 weeks as Kansas City acquired him from the Harrisburg Heat on February 9th. And Zach was a beast against the team that first traded him, the Florida Tropics. He had 5 goals in the game. He was pumped all right, helping to lead his new squad to the emphatic 12-6 win over FLA. All good things must come to an end at some point, but nobody expected San Diego's win streak to end in this fashion. Frank Taiu was unstoppable last week for Empire, putting up 4 goals and 4 assists for 8 points as the Strikers snapped the Sockers' 30-game regular season win streak, 10-4 the final score. Harrisburg and Utica hooked up in a riveting contest that saw the teams trade punches all game long. The Heat was up 3-1 at one point, but the Blues would rally back and ultimately send this one to overtime.
Mijatovic powers forward. Ball! Scores! Send us home, Bo Yelovitz!
Yeah, Bo knows goals, and that one gave Utica the victory in dramatic fashion. The drama in St. Louis was off the charts against Florida. 45 seconds left, ambush up by 1, Drew Ruggles smokes it off the bar, off the ground, back off the bar before being smothered by Nascimento. I've never seen that before. The referee immediately calls for the video review. This is the best angle to show you, and from that perspective, it looks like it might have been over the line. There's your point of contact right there. It's just so tough to tell, though. The refs took a long look at it. Ultimately, the decision was no goal. Ricardo Carvalho and the Tropics are stunned and heartbroken. The ambush would add an insurance marker against 6 attackers to seal the deal. 7-5, your final. Chihuahua and Mesquite had 2 hugely entertaining games last weekend. This was the second one. This was the winning goal. Mesquite's Axel Chacunte taking on 3 Savage players and coming out on top. Off the boards, then through the legs of the keeper. Beautiful goal. That gave the Outlaws the insurance they needed. 6-5 was the final score in this one. Other game scores, Chihuahua took the first meeting between the two teams on Friday, 6-4. Milwaukee recorded the first MASL shutout in 2 years, blanking St. Louis 7-0. Ian Bennett extending his point streak to 43 games. But the next day, the Wave got slaughtered by Baltimore 11-3. San Diego back to its winning ways, taking down Tacoma 6-3. Scoring leaders, Frank Taiu on top of 38 points, Lucas Roque in second with 34, followed by Ian Bennett, Sebastian Mendez of Mesquite, and Gordy Gerson of Utica City FC with 25 points. Players of the week, defensively, it's an interesting one, as 2 goalies from Milwaukee split it. William Banahaney and Augie Ray combined for 24 saves against the St. Louis ambush in the 7-0 win. And as mentioned, that was the first shutout in the league since January of 2021. Offensively, Zach Reggett was a man on a mission against his former team, the Florida Tropics. 5 goals. 5 goals in the contest for Zach, who was all kinds of fired up as the Comets doubled up the Tropics 12-6. And your play of the week, we're going to go back to Axel Chikunte of Mesquite for this absolutely gorgeous strike, taking on 3 players from Chihuahua and still getting it to go as he's falling down, no less. Beautiful stuff. And upcoming games, immediately the San Diego Chihuahua contest on the 24th jumps out at you as the Sockers will visit what is arguably the MASL's toughest arena to take on the powerful Savage. They'll finish up their Mexican excursion as they head to Monterrey to take on their longtime bitter rivals, the Flash. And of course, just remember that even if you can't be there at the arena to take in the action, every single MASL game can be seen live on Twitch. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the game. See you next week.
GoosedUpCoffee.com. It's just good coffee.
Antwerpen Automotive is your #1 hometown dealer. Antwerpen makes finding your next vehicle easy. With over 2,000 new and pre-owned vehicles, Antwerpen has the right selection for you. Plus, only Antwerpen offers the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. They save you time and money. Visit any of Antwerpen's 12 area locations or visit them online at jacksays.yes.com.
And remember, when I say yes, you pay less.
I just wanna be victorious. Doesn't matter what my story is. Even when the darkness shines, I'm not gonna lose this fight. I just wanna be victorious. Fire in the flames, it's glorious. Even when the darkness calls, I'm not gonna lose it all. I just wanna be victorious. Us, victorious. Us, victorious. Us, victorious. Us, I just wanna be victorious. Doesn't matter what my story is.
Jack's playing baseball now, and Sam inherited her dad's love of chemistry and his teeth. And I'm learning that having a family is expensive.
Well, at Wise, you can find plenty of ways to save on things your family loves. And less money on groceries means more money for everything else.
That's awesome.
That's Wise.
Eat better, spend less. That's wise.
And welcome back to Baltimore. Blast lead it after one half of play 4-0 as they shut out the Heat in that first half. And wasn't as quick a start as the last time these two teams played, Lee, but the Blast did get on the board in the first quarter. Great opportunity here off of the transition.
Yeah, great transition opportunity, good defending, and then unselfish play ends up in the back of the net.
So 1-0 Blast after one, and then you saw Roque set up Mello. Well, Mello returned the favor in the second.
Yeah, this is just fantastic vision, and you know what a tap in. I love that reaction from Lucas.
17 seconds in there, then Patrick Thompson with a big-time play. Juwan Pereira, the advantageous opportunity, puts it home to make it 3-0 Blast. And then on the power play, Lee, great ball movement here.
Yeah, they had a number of really good opportunities. They had good patience, good ball movement, and the ball ends up in back of the net.
All adds up to a 4-0 Blast lead after one half of play. Two teams are out of the locker room and getting instructions, the final instructions from their coaches at their benches. So here to start the third quarter. So, Lee, what does Harrisburg do to get back in this one?
Well, I mean, at some point they're going to have to push it a little bit. I think they came out pressing, and that didn't work, and then they started to sit back a little bit and play almost like a mid-block. So it'll be interesting to see at what point, at some point, unless they score some goals, at some point they're going to have to high press. I just don't know at what point Pat's going to do that.
Now, Blast have 4. We talked about it in the open. Harrisburg hasn't scored more than 5 in any game yet this year. They'll have to do at least that to get a victory here in Baltimore tonight.
Yeah, on the reverse end, if I'm David, I'm pressing them. I'm pressing them. I'm keeping the tempo high. A lot of movement. I thought that second quarter was much better, especially in the attacking third, movement off the ball. And they created many more opportunities in the second quarter than the first.
He'd start with it. Dump it into the corner. Mello tries to clear. It's cut off, and Harrisburg wins the possession.
Francis has been a little bit quiet tonight. Usually he's not shy, and he's unleashing shots left and right.
Santana was able to clear to the wing. Roque. Good ball across field for Donatelli, and he sends it up the floor. Three-line violation.
Yeah, that's a sloppy ball by Tony. He could have just played that one on the ground, but what a great job of breaking high press there by the Blast. Great composure.
Good chance here, though, for Harrisburg from the yellow.
Harrisburg's a man short. Now he comes.
Shoots. Vanzella saves that. DePrima puts it into the netting. Goalkeeper distribution for Vanzella. So a couple of good opportunities to start the third for the Heat.
Playing right into Williams' hands there, though. If you're hitting that shot, you better hit a bomb in order to score from that shot directly on William.
Thompson on the far side. Back for Pereira. Left foot to the corner. Thomas with some good speed to win the ball.
Yeah, Jamie needed to start a little bit more on that side to pop out and hold the ball. He was a little bit behind, but did well to get the ball, win it, and keep possession.
Thompson off the boards. Good ball for Ricardinho. Tries for Thomas. That hits the turn and goes into the hands of McCauley for Harrisburg. Elton, pressured by Thomas. McCauley now clears down the boards. Mellor does a nice job to win the ball. Thomas into the fray. Harrisburg, though, wins the possession.
Yeah, a little sloppy, a little miscommunication there by the Blast on defense.
Blast steal. Here's Obasi. Tries to go around 2 defenders. He's cut off.
Blast bench was counting out the players coming on, and you're at 1, 2, 3.
No, dangerous pass here taken away by Pereira. And the Blast have possession. Obasi on the far side.
Anna was not shy about dribbling.
No, he likes to possess the ball.
Yes.
Sometimes a little too much. Roque. Ricardinho on the run. Cut off nicely and forced back to the midfield. Here's Mike Diesel. Haven't seen much of Mike here tonight with Obasi back in the lineup. Dangerous pass, and Diesel does nice to recover. Oh, good turn up the boards by Mike.
Yeah, good job by Mike there.
And how about that pass for Roque? Hughes makes a run. Roque back for Ferdinand. Now Ferdinand with some room. Max, quick shot, that's blocked. Good defense there by the Heat. Again, Malcolm Harris in the middle of all that. Hughes tries to chip in for Roquet. Hughes steps in and wins it. Oh, look at the nifty move by Roquet in front. Oh, they let it through. Hughes lets it by, and McCauley makes the play, although it was going to probably go wide.
It's again, I think David has made a great adjustment here after the first quarter with getting runners off the ball when they get in the attacking third, man. They are so dangerous right now with these runs.
Kerstetter. Little back heel.
A little miscommunication. They should have called switch. Oh, here we
Thomas
go.
steals, 2-on-1. Jamie, crossfield, Hughes shot. Oh, big time save by McCauley. Two of his best at the end of the second and right there here early in the third.
Yeah, really good save by McCauley, but that ball was a little bit behind Hughes. He had to reach for it, and he did well to get that shot on target.
Nice left foot there by Chavez, just wide, and it goes into the netting, although he just missed that from a bad angle.
No, I was having technical difficulties. Who did you say likes to dribble the ball? You guys were talking
about.
Oh, he loves it. And he loves that little inside-out move.
Right.
He does it every single time he touches the ball.
Good distribution here for Roquet. Lucas goes around the double team. Ball pops free for Pereira. Here's Ottawa on the near side. Obasi drags it down the wing. Meller lost his feet, but he recovers. Now Obasi recovers. Saved by McCauley. Pereira pushed to the floor. Foul called on the Heat. Chavez picks up the foul. Should be Jeremy Ortiz the foul. It'll be a free kick for the Blacks.
I tell you what, I don't mind that strategy there. I like that matchup between Obasi and Meller. Yeah, look at, they're isolating this, absolutely. So they've noticed something. Now it's forcing other guys to drop off. Now the Blast has to do a little bit of movement off that ball.
Thompson trying to split through. Pereira steals. How many times has the Blast taken the ball back right there in the midfield?
Now their counter press has been excellent, like we talked about early on. Their pressure has been fantastic, and it's been very successful.
Oh, ball's threaded through, just kicked away by the Heat.
Yeah, once again, good movement, good runners into the box, good movement off the ball.
Ferdinand has it kicked away by Ortiz. Obasi given some room. Ferdinand near side. Back for Obasi, 5 minutes into the third. Thompson. Now Roquet drags it through. That's taken away. Come the Heat. Oh, look at that read by Roquet. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Ricardinho's free. Roquet, quick save, rebound shot. Donatelli puts it into the netting above the ball.
Tony's really upset with himself. He's kicking himself right now. You got to get that on target.
Donatelli had a lot to shoot there and ended up putting it high.
Yeah.
Diesel.
He had a wide open goal.
I was being nice. He had a lot to shoot.
Yeah.
Thomas taken down. Elton says, yeah, that's right. Thomas called for the foul.
See that one again.
On the left, number 17, Jamie Thomas.
Blast steals. Williamson complained, and the referee blew the whistle.
Number 17, Jamie Thomas.
This has been some tough decisions tonight.
Elton directs traffic.
Paul's agreed with every one of them.
Yep. De Silva heads it to the middle.
I find it interesting that Paul disagrees with officials more than I do now.
No, not at all.
Yeah, that's a great point. When Lee is the voice of reason here.
Yeah, that's no bueno.
Harrisburg wanted a call there. And there's the challenge flag.
Dominic Francis goes down.
Harrisburg is throwing a challenge flag.
So, Paul, was this a good challenge flag?
I have no idea.
You have strong feelings about when to challenge and when not
listen,
to.
They're down 4-0, so they're looking for something to...
Something to change the mo?
Change the mo. Whether they win this challenge or lose this challenge, they have none left.
Here correct.
So even if they change the Mo, they won't have that challenge flag late in the fourth. But hey, like I said, down 4 and up 4 are two different situations. Let's take a look.
Yes, that is true.
That's true, right?
You're a professor of the
obvious. What's the
obvious.
call here? What's the call? Like, what happened?
Oh, they want it to be a penalty, but...
On what?
I don't know.
On Vanzella.
For what?
Because what's his name ran into Vanzella.
I mean, he ran over William.
Well, that typically isn't...
That's a foul on him, right? I mean, he's in the box. I don't really see where there's a foul here.
I don't either. I'd honestly be a little bit surprised here. Yes, there's a little contact afterwards, but the contact's, I think, initiated by the forward here.
Right.
Yeah, no, I'd be really surprised if they overturn this call. Really surprised.
I'm never surprised anymore.
Fair enough.
And whatever it is, you will agree with it, Paul.
That's right.
Very true. I would be surprised if they overturn
I just don't see
this.
anything there. I mean, we literally saw a guy punch another guy earlier in the game.
That is true as well.
We saw another guy push a guy to the floor after the whistle blew.
No, he did not. He
took his feet out.
legs
from
out.
under it.
Yes,
he kicked his feet out from under it.
Yes.
Right? After the whistle.
Yeah, let's see what we got here. I'm 0 for 2 tonight, so.
Yeah,
Just for the record. Oh, there we go. Nothing. Fair enough.
And I don't have a challenge flag.
Yeah, I didn't think that was clear enough to have a challenge.
Didn't think there was anything there to begin with.
I didn't. I mean, they collided, but it wasn't one player or another. I think Francis.
I think it was a great challenge, guys, and here's why. No, I'm just kidding.
And I'll tell you what, though. You know, if you want to add an interesting little wrinkle to the challenge system, if you challenge and it's not changed, it's a 2-minute power play for the other team. That's what they do in the NHL.
I think you should retain your challenge
if it's right.
If it's right.
Yeah.
I think you should you'd be able to challenge one, and if you were successful, then you retain it, and if you challenge another one, then that's it.
And I believe Andrew Harrisburg is out of challenges, right?
We'll see.
Here's Diesel.
Now, Paul, you talk about the penalty, the 2-minute penalty versus, whether it's a team penalty. Maybe it's just the loss of a timeout. Is the disincentive,
right? No, coaches in the NHL, coaches challenge. If you're wrong, then the other team goes and gets a 2-minute power play.
I do not like that weave, by the way, that Baltimore just did there, where I forget who it was. I think it was Ricardinho, and he does that little back heel to some. If they mess that up, it's a breakaway going the other way. That one, when you're the last man, I'm not a big fan of.
Is that just one of those situations where you're real comfortable?
You better be really comfortable. And even if you're comfortable, if the other guy just does a good job and bites on it and gambles there, it's a breakaway.
Foul on Ricardinho here. Free kick, Harrisburg with 8:10 left in the third.
It's a pretty good jiu-jitsu hold, though.
Well, that was a good leg lock from both sides. Vanzella with the save. Ferdinand brings it out.
Good job by Elton there in the corner. Oh, I feel like I'm... Can you hear me, Paul?
You're good.
Okay, sorry.
Good ball in there. That's kicked wide. Thompson has it stolen away. Oh, Malcolm Harris with some good work on that far side.
Malcolm uses his body well. He does a good job defensively.
Vanzella punched it away, comes free. Harrisburg has it midway through the third. Kerstetter for Tetsane. We saw Tetsane made a couple of nice passes in that early in the game, and then he ended up in the penalty box for 7 minutes.
Yeah, that kind of threw his rhythm off. He hasn't really been involved since then.
Thompson heads it away. Roque turns. Lucas, real calm there to be able to clear the zone.
Yeah, that's one thing Baltimore has been consistent with this year, is just their calmness, their ability to build out of the back has been really consistent.
Now you see there, Ferdinand was able to really control things in that midfield. Thompson blocks it away. Timeout as the ball goes out of play. We'll take 1-2, 6:50 left in the third. Blast lead it 4-0. The Heat back with more MASL Soccer on Twitch.
At MedStar Health, we're doing everything we can to prepare for what if. Like, what if you need care right now? We have the region's largest network of urgent care centers. Or what if you think you're out of options? Patients continue to turn to us after losing hope elsewhere. Or what if you can't get to care? Our mobile care units bring care to our communities. Because treating people means being prepared to treat them when what if happens. MedStar Health. It's how we treat people.
Every day, all across Maryland, we help employers keep their workers safe from accidents and injuries. We're Chesapeake Employers Insurance Company. At Chesapeake Employers, workers' compensation insurance and workplace safety have been our passion and our specialty for more than 100 years. We help protect Maryland workers because
End of every workday, someone's waiting for your safe return.
connect with your local agent or visit us online.
6:50 left here in the third. Blast lead at 4-0. Blast goals from Mello, Roque, Pereira, and Ferdinand. So the streak continues. Roque carried this team through the first 10 games, but lately, 10, 11, and 11, and now 4 here tonight. It's been really just a whole hodgepodge of scores as the Blast have gotten scoring from everywhere.
Yeah, and I think that's something David has addressed with this team, and that's what you want as a team. You don't want one player to have, 70% of your goals, which I think Lucas was close to that at one point.
All right, Heat now in the far corner. Hall tries to turn. Obasi steals that away.
I think, Paul, what I've seen too is looking at him being the distribution point now. He's getting that ball further and further out.
Foul here on the Blast.
Trimming foul on the Blast, number 7, Obasi.
That'll be a bench warning on Harrisburg for dissent.
Harris will trigger this in
Bench
along the far
warning,
side.
dissent on Harrisburg. Bench warning, dissent on Harrisburg.
Job of Blast defensively. Here's Thomas, one-on-one.
Good recognition there by Jamie. It's 1-on-3. Bringing it back out.
Made a good decision, right, to win the possession?
Absolutely. No, listen, he's doing what David asked him to do. Just be a presence, stretch them offensively, and just wreak a little havoc both offensively and defensively with his movement.
Vanzella off the boards. Kick to the midfield. Settled and cleared into the Blast defensive third.
I thought we were going to get another shot there. He certainly thought about it.
Well, nobody's really picking him up. That's a dangerous pass by Obasi, but it was effective. Here comes Hughes on a run. 2-on-1. Hughes back for Roque. He mishits it. Oh, my. Lucas, hands to the face as he heads back upfield.
Yeah, but what a great first touch by Hughes to put himself into space and a really unselfish ball across. And it's the right ball. Most times Lucas is putting that in back of the net.
99%. It's 5-0 right now, right?
Everything was, all great touch, great decision making. Just a little unfortunate on that final touch by Lucas.
What a pass by Obasi. You make that pass sometimes and it's 4-1. Instead, it was a great breakout, which led to an offensive opportunity.
Yeah, I think we spoke about that earlier, though. The Blast have been very composed, bringing it out of the back, very consistent with their passing.
The Blast bench not overly happy with the passes across the middle, Paul.
I imagine.
It makes a coach nervous for sure.
A little bit, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there had to be a collective sigh as Obasi made that pass.
Get away with one, that's fine, but don't start doing 2 and 3.
Yeah, see, this is where Obasi gets himself into trouble with just hanging on to the ball a little bit too much.
Now we'll get a yellow and going to be a misconduct here on the Heats. And another. So De Silva picks up 2 yellows. He did show him a second, right?
Yes,
Andrew?
2 yellows, 10 minutes. We'll see him until late in the 4th, midway through the 4th.
You basically taking yourself out of the game.
Yeah.
Harrisburg penalty to number 88, Mike De Silva. 2 5-minute majors for dissent.
So De Silva will sit in the box for 10 minutes.
To number 88, Mike De Silva. 2 5-minute majors for dissent.
turnover by the Blast. The Prima shot just wide. Blast dodge a bullet there. Thomas fouled hard into the boards by Hall.
Good pressure by Harrisburg there.
Harrisburg's number 41, Ty Hall.
So right now, I'm interested to see here if the Blast starts to recognize this. They've got to start getting players, in these channels here, right where William played that ball. If Harrisburg's going to press that heavy, you got to find those channels a little deeper up along the boards.
I mean, I know we talk about all the time being calm and collected in your, but Lee, it's almost like the Blast have kind of gotten too relaxed in their defensive end.
Yeah, that happens, I think when you're that good with the ball and you have that much success, but right now this is where an experienced team should realize, look, Harrisburg is throwing a lot of numbers forward. They've got to start looking for that second and third tier ball.
All right, so Ferdinand will pressure here. Macaulay clears the zone. Now Santana steals. Nelson, he gets taken down. And Macaulay jumps on it. 2-on-none, and the Blast couldn't cash in.
Yeah, Nelson just couldn't get the ball under control enough to find the pass there. I give him credit because I don't know if you saw that, but he took it in the face pretty bad.
Rayleigh and Hall come together.
Pushing foul on the last number 15, Jeremy Rayleigh, Harrisburg.
Chance here for the Heat. Blast have missed out on a lot of opportunities here in the third.
Nelson Santana is going to sit down. It looks like he's hurt.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. Nelson took one off the face on that breakaway. Actually, the ball got cleared into his face, so I'm surprised he continued his run there.
Another cold mount. And check on Santana. Looks like he's kind of favoring that left side of his face.
Yeah, he definitely took it off the face.
Well, a lot of important Eastern Conference games today in the MASL. Earlier today, it was Utica City upsetting them in the first place Milwaukee Wave. Winning it 7-5 up in Utica. Florida Tropics beat the Comets 5-3. So a Blast win if they can hold on here in the last 18 minutes. They'll move ahead of Kansas City into third place in the Eastern Conference with 25 points. And they'll be just 1 point behind the Tropics. And they have a game in hand on them. And just 5 points behind the first place Milwaukee Wave.
Yeah.
And Lee, they've got the tiebreaker against the Wave.
Yeah, well, I was talking to David right before the broadcast, and we were talking about what the Blast aiming for. And David's like, I'm not aiming to make the playoffs. Yeah. Why would we not be aiming to win our division?
Win the division and force everyone to come here, right? In this situation where the Blast have lost one time at home all season.
Absolutely. Look, this is a big advantage.
They've been dominant.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think Dave, continues to have that mentality of wanting to win it all and wanting to finish first.
Next weekend's going to be a big weekend for the Blast. They play up 2 road games, one in Harrisburg, one in Utica City. Here's a chance. Ferdinand in. Max shoots and scores.
Fantastic. Once again, man, they found that channel up the board, which is really nice. And then a great dummy, great ball off the boards. That was really well worked.
Time of the goal, 12-13. Ferdinand on a great feed off the boards. And Lee, it was a great ball because it just gave Max all sorts of time.
Yeah, so it was a play off the boards, and Max did very well there to freeze the keeper. Loved the ball up the boards, a little dummy.
How about a touch by Jamie Thomas?
Yeah, Jamie Thomas.
Great to have Max back this year after the Achilles injury last season. Chavez puts that one into the netting. And Lee, that's a huge goal. The momentum kind of shifted. The Blast, you were giving up some chances, and all of a sudden you look up and now it's a 5-goal margin.
There's a big difference between 4-1 and 5-0.
Yeah.
So if Harrisburg gets that goal, they start to get a little momentum, get another bounce, and all of a sudden it's a 4-2 game. So that's a big goal.
Manzella is a distribution. Donatelli heads it forward. Kerstetter clears. Francis kicked away by Diesel.
Once again, Paul, I can't get over the lack of offensive productivity by Francis. He's usually unleashing shots left and right.
To Prima, good ball.
It's a great turn out of the back by Chavez there.
Chavez controls with 2 minutes left here in the third. Blast now with the 5-0 lead. Meller on Diesel.
So that's an experienced defender there, where Meller got a shot early on. Diesel realizes he does not want to go to his right, so he's forcing him inside, or forcing him outside to his right foot.
Ortiz puts it into the crowd. Well, we talked about the production from Francis. It's really been the whole entire Heat team that really has struggled, averaging just a little over 3 goals a game.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily the production. It's just like he usually takes a good 10 shots a game. I haven't seen him. He's had opportunities. He has such a nice strike with his left foot. I don't know if he's gun shy or it's...
Oh, look at this. Oh,
I
thought Ricardinho may have made the turn.
Jamie got in his way. Ricardinho wanted to unleash that.
Sané cut off by Thomas.
Great recovery by Thomas. Great job.
Now plays it back for Elton. Pressure. A foul called on Pereira. The Blast midfielders and forwards have really attacked the defenders for Harrisburg.
No, I think it would.
Oh, what a save by Vanzella to preserve the shutout.
Yeah, really nice save. No, I mean, obviously, I think this is something that David had in his game plan, where they were really going to high press them and force them, right? Force them to beat them under pressure and not give them any time on the ball.
Oh, big save again from Vanzella, and it's clear. Williams put on a show tonight.
As he does, as he does most nights, really. William has been so steady over the years.
Give and go for Francis, kicked away, and then another big save to Sané with a good idea, but Vanzella went high to get that one.
I think William might have been able to catch that one, just for the record. I think he maybe embellished that one a little
Quick
bit.
distribution, Blast with some numbers. Thomas went far post, but Pereira holds.
Although that was tough. It was over a defender's head.
He keeps going. Oh, and Hughes couldn't slide in for the tap in. Harris now the counter to the middle. Leaves it. Elton. Time expiring. 5 seconds. Ball comes off the turn. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1. That'll do it for the third. Only goal of the third scored by the Blast. Max Ferdinand with his second of the game. We head to the fourth quarter, and the Blast in control. They lead it 5-0 over the Heat. Fourth quarter action on the way. You're watching MASL Soccer on Twitch.
I tell you.
4. Once again, shots on goal tonight's third quarter. Harrisburg 6 and the Blast 4. Right now, Blast fans, we direct your attention to the midfield area. They're the most beautiful, the most talented girls in the MASL. Give it up for your Baltimore Blast cheerleaders. Nice round of applause for your Baltimore Blast cheerleaders.
There's one thing I want you to do for me.
What?
Come here.
What?
Win. Win.
What are we waiting for?
No one comes into our house and pushes us around.
Let me ask you something, Mr. Campbell.
Uh-huh.
What kind of power you got?
Oh, man, you know I got some soul power.
This could be the greatest night of our lives.
We shut them down because we can.
They don't know your heart.
On this team, we fight for that edge.
It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward.
All right. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Let's go.
Here we go, fourth quarter action. Blast started as they lead 5-0 over the Heats. And Blast see if they can close this out here and move into third place in the Eastern Conference. The ball by Ferdinand. Oh, cross crease pass for Hughes is parried away by McCauley.
Yeah, McCauley did well there because that's a tap in for Hughes.
Blast scored 17 seconds into the second quarter. They were looking for a quick goal first minute here in the fourth.
He's played pretty well tonight. Even giving up 5 goals, say he's done a well, good job keeping it that close.
I think so. I think McCauley's made some big saves.
No, absolutely. I don't think you can look at one of the goals that was scored and say he could have done better on them.
Donatelli tries to cross to the box. That's a good read by the Heats. Meller comes free. Good run here by Chavez down the wing. Oh, excuse me, Ortiz. Leaves back for Meller. Last steal. Oh, not a really good first touch by Tony, but turns it over for the Heats.
I think the problem was he didn't touch it, Paul.
Yeah.
I think he just whiffed on it.
No, he got a touch on it. It just ran away from him a little bit. But yeah, I mean, that's normally something that Tony's going to take in the stride there. I think these first 5 minutes here, Paul, they don't want to give Harrisburg any hope of, fighting their way back into this. Getting a goal early would be...
Oh, a big momentum swing, right?
Yeah, well, it would keep the momentum. It would stop Harrisburg from getting any thoughts of a comeback.
Yeah, you could probably crush the Souls a little bit here if you get a goal and make it 6.
Yeah, I would think so.
One thing we didn't see in either of the games the last time the Blast and Harrisburg played over that weekend series was 11-3 and 10-3. We didn't see a 6th attacker from Harrisburg in either of those games.
We didn't.
You talked about it at the break off air. What a job. You saw Thomas there. The Blast offensive players just getting back and playing deep.
Yeah, look at the forwards, the second forwards, getting back, doubling, taking passing lanes away, high pressing. They've done a fantastic job, and that's actually been a big part of why it's 5-0 right now. I think you've got to give a lot of credit to the forwards today.
It's interesting too in this arena when you hustle and play hard. Really, offensively, you're looking at it. It's a quick twitch kind of play. You have to get your shots off quick because if your defender's hustling, he's recovering, and there's not a lot of space to work. Let's get blocked. A lot of opportunities get missed when you don't quickly go offensively. And we've seen that. Here's a chance, and there it is. Mandela comes out to make the save.
Yeah, that...
Meller pushes Thompson away, but the Blast steal. Pereira's drive, that's a save. McCauley again. Blast take it away.
Oh, really nice ball by Diesel there.
Gardenia tries to make a run, that's cleared. But only back to the midfield, and the Blast retain possession. Far side Thompson tries to go around the boards, that's cut off.
Yeah, it's
good odd man rush here, but Blast recover again.
Yeah, no, once again, they're doing a good job getting behind the ball. Not only getting behind the ball, but getting behind the ball and then getting immediate pressure out to the ball.
Well, Francis tried to play target there, but couldn't connect. Thomas off the quick distribution. Rarely a drive, that's blocked. Here's a chance for Francis. Let's see if he unloads. He tries to. Foul called on the blast.
I'm a little surprised on that outlet from William. I would have loved to see Jamie one time that.
Right into the goal,
you got to take a shot there. You got to take a shot there. But once again, great job by Jamie getting back, breaking up the play. A little bit lucky maybe to not get 2 minutes there.
And Francis puts it in the net. Yeah, Francis definitely wanted 2 minutes. But again, that really hasn't been the case tonight. So no, early on.
They've been consistent. They have been consistent with what they've been calling for 2 minutes and what they haven't. And that's all you want, whether you agree with it or not. If it's consistent, you just got to deal with it.
Correct. Nice play here by Meller. Good step around Nelson. Quick shot. Ferdinand clears.
I'm sure you guys heard, but that is the third foul of the half and the fifth in the game for Thomas.
See if that limits Thomas's playing time here on the floor. Meller runs into Raley and foul called.
Meller did really well there. I mean, it was really a nice creative turn there. I'm not necessarily sure it was a foul, but you know, to let it dummy between his legs. Oh, that's a terrible call. That's actually not a very good call, but you know, I give him some credit. Nice creative turn and.
Drive here, Lee, you got that one?
I got it.
Up into the concourse. Lee, throw it back in. There you go.
Hey, man, I wanted to make sure I knew who I was throwing it to.
Use your hands, Lee.
Just wanted some camera time. Lee just wanted some camera time.
So put it down on his feet and played it in.
It's a little water polo, just cradling the ball there.
All right, blast restart here. Free kick in from their defensive end. Menzel, oh, great pass. Oh, Roque couldn't handle. Would have been a 2-on-1 with Ferdinand there. Again, really Harrisburg overplaying, trying to find any type of offense they can.
Yeah, that was a really well-played ball by, who was that in the back? Elton, I think that was a really well-played ball.
This one off of Mello into the crowd, so we'll get a top-of-the-arc restart for Harrisburg. See who takes this one. Drive and a save. Rebound school. Oh, well, William did everything he could. What an amazing initial save there.
Yeah.
But nothing you could do on the rebound, and DePrima puts it up the shutout.
Yeah, I think Santana just apologized a little bit to William because when that shot was taken, he kind of froze and didn't track back.
He got stuck ball watching.
Yeah. Great save by William. I mean, he tattooed that ball. William did well parrying it, and it's just unfortunate. It fell right to the Harrisburg player.
Time to go 4:23, so it's a 5-1 game.
So we'll see what this does here for a little momentum here for Harrisburg. Goals change momentums. So
give Elton the assist. It's DePrima's 10th of the season. To me, the next couple minutes is crucial, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. Jack Shears Jack Shears getting his first work for tonight.
It's off the glass. All kind of pressure now. Shearer steals though up there. Fresh legs for the blast. And this is all about Jamie Thomas, right? The 3 fouls in the half. 5 for the game. That's why Shearer's on the floor.
Yeah, this is his time, right? So these younger guys, this is their time to get some minutes, and this is what earns you more minutes. Silly foul.
Francis goes down again. Has Dominic been on the floor or on his feet for more time tonight?
Yeah, but that's a silly foul. You know, the Blast is in good shape there. They're pressuring well.
I only talk about the 2 minutes because you know, we're getting into that area with only 9.5 left, still a 4-goal game, where if you don't score the next couple minutes, then you really got to think about sixth attacker to try to get yourself in it, because you're running out of time.
Yes, absolutely. I think when you get down around that, down by 4 goals, maybe down around that 6-minute, 5-minute mark, you got to start thinking about it.
Last take it away. Really? Good ball up the boards. Roquet plays it in. I think he thought Donatelli was going to break towards goal, and Tony kind of peeled off.
He did, but at that point, and with the momentum shifting a little bit, Lucas has got to realize that as a veteran player that he's got to hold that ball up.
Look at Hughes battle. Roquet holds the ball smartly.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you got to take a little air out of the ball right now. Take the momentum away from Harrisburg. They just scored.
You're just running clock right now because you have a 4-goal lead.
I really do not like that behind the back roll when you're the last guy. You're just asking for trouble.
Shearer now. Jack looking for his first goal of the season. He's got 2 assists.
I think Jack is a St. John's Red Storm boy.
Dangerous pass by Obasi.
Hey guys.
Herrera goes down.
Paul, help me out with that. So if a guy gets a penalty, 10:37, 2 10-minute penalties, 10:37 in the third quarter, when should he come out?
It should be at least
2 5s, yeah.
Well,
that would be 10 minutes.
Right, yeah, 10 minutes, right.
So it would be at least 6 minutes into the fourth quarter, right?
Yeah.
So you came out early, is what you're trying to say?
Yeah, yeah. We're trying to figure that out now, but it seems so. We'll get that in this timeout.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take one, 2. 7:53 left here in the fourth. Blast 5-1 lead over the Heat. Back with the rest of the fourth quarter here on Twitch.
Here comes Baltimore with San Diego 2-men deep. Fowler.
Pushes forward. Dos Santos forces it in. We're tied at 8. Championship.
To 5-1 Blast lead. Blast led 4-0 at the half. Ferdinand with the goal in the third. DePrima breaks up the shutout here in the fourth. Manzella, let's talk about William for a second, because earlier this season, he was surprisingly his goals against above 5, but he's got it all the way down to 444 after 3 straight games with just 3 goals allowed, and he's improved on that with just 1 goal allowed here with 7.5 left in this one.
Yeah, I think it coincides with the fact that the Blast has just been playing better as a team in front of him. I don't think he was playing any better or any worse early on. I think they were just trying to find their feet. And I think overall the defense in front of him is playing better, and he's always very consistent.
Just at that timeout, it's funny because David Meller was kind of at the far post, and those two were having a laugh together, and he just flat out robbed Meller twice tonight of almost sure goals. Okay, tried to pull it back, couldn't. Look at that pass cross field for Thompson. Wow. Blast with possession as we get underneath the halfway point of the fourth.
So Lee, as a coach, when do you go 6th attacker here?
Oh, look at this ball. Donatelli scores. It's 6-1.
I would start going soon. It's hard for me to say with his team, you know, Pat knows his team better than I do, but for me, I would probably, at the latest, the 6-minute mark. You're down 5 goals now.
That goal makes it real tough. And how about this pass? As Roquet recognizes, again, nobody follows Donatelli to the box.
Yeah, once again, you know, you get caught ball watching, and I think that's been something that David's made a nice correction of after the first quarter about getting runners, getting some movement in the box.
Assist to number 8, Lucas Luque. Time in the last 6 goals, 7:48.
All right, Blast by 5 again.
So we're seeing Jack Shearer get a shift here, and Jamie staying on the bench.
Great slide tackle by DePrima. And they'll go the handball on DePrima.
Yeah, we probably should. I would think we'd see Shearer the rest of the way. So Jack, this is his second shift. I think he.
No reason to put Thomas back in at this point.
No, you don't want to risk getting a blue card. You're up 5 goals. I know David's happy with Jack and how he's been playing in practice. He's hardworking.
Good pass crossfield, Williamson. He's got some room. That's blocked by Santana. Unlucky, it goes over and into the Blast bench. So we'll get a kick in here for the Heat.
Number 4, Danny DePrima. Free kick left.
So they'll trigger it in. Referee puts it down in front of the penalty box. Okay. Blast block it. Roque steals. Pereira with some room. Back for Roque, a little bit behind him. Lucas settles along the turn. He tries to turn, that's blocked. It's off the facade in front of us. Karam's out. It'll be a kick in for the Blast.
I tell you what, Lucas is he's a true veteran. That one ball where he played it off the boards.
Yeah.
And he was mad at himself because he realized what time of the game it was, momentum of the game, all that. He hasn't lost the ball and played a wrong ball since.
A good one touch by Ricardinho. Tries to get it back. That's taken away. Chance for the Heat's blocked. Sane came out with that one. Ferdinand challenges. Heat clear, but Obasi right there for the Blast gives it away for Silva. Good positioning. Obasi steps in. Foul called on Obasi.
This is a little bit of an MO with Obasi. He really gets nonchalant with the ball
right?
in the back in really dangerous positions, and it happens a little bit too frequently for a defender.
All right, well, Harrisburg calls timeout.
I would assume we're going to see.
Be a good time, right? For the sixth attack?
Absolutely. I would assume so for sure.
Now another yellow card. Harrisburg.
I think it was Francis, maybe.
If it's Tasane, that's what, his second?
I think it was
no,
Francis. Yeah, I think it was Francis.
Another dissent.
Which is unfortunate because it takes one of their better shooters.
Not good when you're down 5 to take one of your best offensive pieces off the floor.
Right. Although
Coley's staying in. We saw this in the other game as well, late with the chance for a 6th attack opportunity on a restart. But Pat choosing to stay with his base offense.
yeah, it's surprising. I think when you do this, you're almost resigning yourself to the loss, right? So to me, like, I don't know if I'm a player at this point, I'm looking for the 6th attacker. I'm looking for my coach to say, hey, we have a chance.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Yeah, exactly.
What are we doing to win here, right?
Yeah, exactly. So.
It's just been tough for the Heat. You know, they went through that stretch. They struggled early on to score. Lost a lot of their backline players. And then they had that stretch where they beat the Blast 5-4. They beat Florida in back-to-back nights at home. They were kind of rolling, feeling good about themselves, and then just kind of lost their way again a little bit. They made the trade for Rickett, and Zach played well in that game that they were here and lost 11-3. And now they've gotten some good pieces back for Rickett from Kansas City. We've seen that Sane's played pretty well when he's been out of the box tonight, right? And we know what Mike Silva can do. This ball goes wide. Ferdinand on the counter. Max with good speed. Max pulls it back. Chip, just wide as he caught McCauley off of that far post and just shot it wide.
Very well drawn up play once again, though, for Harrisburg. They got a really good shot.
Good step in by Hughes. A little miscommunication on that far side from the Heat. To Prima, good ball. Santana can't get to it. Harris runs it down. Plays it off the boards. Now to Prima has it at the midfield. 5:15 left. Blast in control, up by 5. Save for Vanzella. William clears. Ferdinand has it taken away.
How many guys clear their own rebounds?
Just nonchalantly got up and cleared it around the turn.
I tell you, we haven't said DePrima's name. We haven't mentioned DePrima's name a lot tonight either.
He's got the one goal, the only goal for Harrisburg on the header.
Right.
And William Vanzella takes a timeout as we go under 5 minutes to play. I think William's just tired.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
It's like, hey, I need a break.
He is getting, he is getting up there in age. I feel you, William.
And he's getting some work here in the fourth.
I think when he did that, I think Dave initiated that one.
Wants his team to keep the energy up. Easy to kind of get a little complacent when you're up 6-1 and kind of in control of things.
Yeah, like I said, I think they've managed this last probably 6 minutes, 7 minutes really well. They've made really good decisions on when to counter and when to go and when to hold the ball up and recycle it around.
Blast on the road next weekend at the Heat on the 25th. In Utica City on the 26th. They come back home, a big game as the Blast and Comets on March 3rd. Talking to Blast GM Gianni Tuminelli at halftime. Gianni very excited about that March 3rd game. It's a sellout, or close to a sellout, since there are some tickets available. Sirius XM will be broadcasting it nationally on radio. Should be a great atmosphere for that game here in Baltimore. And the Blast team that has been dominant here at home this year. Giveaway here, Mello, Roque, shot goal. Well, McCauley gave that one away, and the Blast make him pay.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, McCauley gave that one away, and really nice finish by Lucas. Lucas froze him because he had that pass to Donatelli open, so he gave that little freeze where the keeper wasn't sure if he was going to pass it to Donatelli or shoot it, and then he did a great job, buried it near post.
Take a look, just a miscue here, and then how about Mello? These two are just so locked in together. They've connected 3 times tonight. Roque's been a beneficiary twice, and it was Roque that set up Mello to start the game.
Yeah, but it's just a lot of just unselfishness as well. This late in the game, up 5, up 6 goals, Mello might have wanted to try to sneak one in there because the keeper's out, but he makes the right decision, makes the pass.
So Harrisburg has the possession, 4:15 left. Blast looks like they'll win this one. And they'll get above the 500 mark. Of course, 7-5-2, those 2 overtime losses, they are losses. So they'll go to overall 8-5-2 on the season. And more importantly, slide into that number 3 spot in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, it seems like the Blast is hitting
their stride, right?
Yeah, hitting their stride right at the end of the season here, or actually going into the final stretch of the season is what you want to do.
Let's talk about the score of these last 4 home games. 11-3, 10-3, 11-3, now 7-1.
It's been dominant. It really has. You talk about winning games. And the other point you can make too is even though the Blast have struggled on the road, 7 losses, 6 of them on the road, and 5 of those 6 by 1 goal. And come on, some heartbreaking fashion goals. I mean, to lose a game on a shootout at the end of the game when, your goalkeeper gets called for a handball when the ball would have never even had a chance to make it towards goal by the time the time expired. I mean, it's just been some crazy scenarios that they've lost games on the road.
Yeah, but to David's credit, he's kept the group together and headed in the right direction and peaking at the right time.
Chance here, and Vanzella with the save onto Silva.
Really nice. De Silva did well there to kind of give him that little hesitation, like he was going to go for the ball and then wait for that ball over the top. But William did a great job reading that one and then closing the space down.
You know, when you go for a team that's just one game over the 500 mark right now, they're plus, at this point, plus 29 in goal differential, which is the best in the Eastern Conference.
Right, which goes to show you the games that they lost were all
one-goal games.
One-goal games, right? So when you have 5 losses and your plus-minus is that great, those are all one-goal games.
Harrisburg looking to work on some things here with 2:20 left.
Well, Paul, 29 of those have come in the last 4 games at home.
Yeah.
They came in tied.
It's been this dominance at home.
Well, I tell you what's got to make Dave. He's starting to get a little
chippy,
a little too flamboyant there. That's when you're up by 6 with 2 minutes left. That's silly. Yeah, that's silliness. But I tell you what's got to make David really happy is you're talking about giving up 3 goals, and 1 goal, right? So you want to win a championship, you're going to win it with defending, right? Defenses win championships in every sport.
Gonzalez clears, Hughes wins the ball at the turn. Ferdinand with 2 goals, okay with 2 goals. Lucas on the field. Elton makes the turn, okay with an ear steal. Now gets it back, 2-on-1. Ferdinando recovers and clears. Look at that. Look at Max getting back.
Absolutely. That's the difference. That's why you've given up 3 goals, and 1 goal. We were talking about it early on where the forward, the second forward, guys getting back, the commitment to defend as a team.
Ferdinando right on cue again. Makes the steal. Cauley clears. Last steal, Hughes. Donatelli with 1:10 left. Blast will take a 3-2 series lead over the Heats. 6th and final game next weekend up in Harrisburg. This really kind of seals the season series for the Blast because these margins of victory over the last couple games, there's just no way Harrisburg would have to win 30-2 in that game up there next week to have a chance.
Right.
Mandela back for Santana.
A little miscommunication between Santana and Miller.
There's Miller. Oh, he shoots it wide. Look, Miller again. Look, that's 3 lines. Miller again looking for that goal. Manzella robbed him twice. And that time couldn't quite get there with the left foot. 18 seconds left. Looks like Donatelli's going to call off the Wolves here. He's probably going to play this back.
Francis is released. Last 18 seconds.
Tony will drop it back.
Yeah, that's smart.
Nelson holds here with 10 seconds left. I don't know if the Heat will give much resistance.
No, they shouldn't. I mean, look, that was a class act by Tony. 18 seconds left. No need for somebody to get hit, get injured.
They'll do it. Handshakes. And the Blast come away with the win. 7-1 Baltimore. Next, Ferdinand 2 goals. Lucas Roque 2 goals. Roque 28 goals on the season now. Donatos Mello got things started with the goal in the first. Also, Tony Donatelli in the scoring column, as well as Joan Pereira for the Blast. And then just that one blemish, it was a Danny DePrima header off of a restart where Vanzella made an incredible first save, but DePrima able to put it into the back of the net.
that's why those 11 shutouts he has are so impressive.
Correct,
No
right? It's that one play, right?
Right, no matter how well you play, you're indoor, there's balls bouncing around, deflections. The fact that he's got 11 shutouts is impressive.
That close to number 12, but it just wasn't to be tonight for William Vanzella, but it's a victory instead for Vanzella. Just that one goal allowed. Let's take a look at the save of the game. There were so many to choose from. And Vanzella did it early, and he did it often tonight here in Baltimore.
Well, you have a fan over there with the 101 wins, so they were predicting today's win.
Oh, look at that one. We had a great angle on that one from Elton Lee.
Yeah,
it was
really
headed
nice.
upper 90, and William just denied him. What a save.
Yeah, that was a...
And let's go down to the field. Let's go down to the field. Andrew Primrose has our player of the game, which, no surprise, Mr. Win number 101. Take it away, Andrew.
Thank you, Gary. Down here with William Vanzella. William, they just showed a sign on the scoreboard, Mr. 101. How you feeling right now?
A little tired, but feel great. Very happy about the performance and getting another win, which we really needed. So looking forward to the end of these 10 games and try to get to the first place of to the group.
So you guys come in, you go on a weekend series, you lose at Harrisburg, you lose at Utica, and you come back home. Since that time, you've won 4 wins, and you've outscored the teams 39-10. What changed for you guys?
So first of all, we had so many injured players, and I don't want to give an excuse because we don't find excuses here. But, you know, first couple games of the season, we down to 5 defenders. That's what you need in your line. So it's hard to keep teams under the scoreboard when you don't have many players. So getting players healthy was a key, and plus we started to click. We just need to continue the momentum. We have to continue to, Naka's doing a great job, and we just got to continue to push and win as much as game as possible.
You mentioned your goal, it's going to first place. You guys aren't content with being a playoff team. You want to be back in first place, is that correct?
I don't care what people think, I care what we think. We should be first place.
All right. And as you round into form, you talk about the team success, but let's talk about you as an individual for a second. 101 wins in the MASL, the goals against average. You had some rough play last year when you were injured. Back to being the William Vanzella we all know.
I don't think I'll ever be with the injuries that I have. As you get old, it gets worse. Fighting a lot of them, but when the game time comes, you just want to be with your teammates. They're doing, you know, at the end of the day, for me, to get facing those shots the way I face is, to me, is look at my teammates and see they're doing everything in front of me. It really motivates me to continue to be better and put my body in front of the line. So I give my teammates a lot of credit, and 101 wins in the MASL is because of them.
I will keep getting healthy and keep playing the way you are.
Yeah, I want to thank you, fans. Thank you so much, because without your support, we can't go anywhere. So appreciate you guys.
There you go, William Vanzella. Lee, you want to comment on that comment that William made about getting old and having injuries?
Hey. No, look at he's a humble guy. Williams obviously giving credit to the team, and as he should. You always, as a teammate, give credit to the team. But he's a fantastic keeper. He makes he makes routine saves, and then he makes these unbelievable saves look routine. So he's just been a consummate professional, and right there shows why he's a consummate professional. He's real humble, and he's top class in this league for a keeper.
No doubt about it. Blast now head to 2 road games. I'm sure there'll be a big contingent of Blast fans in Harrisburg on the 25th when the Blast take on the Heat, and then the next day they head out to Utica City. It's a big weekend doubleheader on the road, and then 7:35 on Friday night, March 3rd, as the Blast come home and face a big game against the Kansas City Comets. Blast move to 8-5-2 on the year. They slide to 25 points and move into 3rd place in the Eastern Conference of the MASL. That's going to do it here from Baltimore. Once again, our final score, Blast 7, and the Heat won. For Lee Deshaun Tourette and Paul Mittermeier, and Andrew Primrose, I should say, I'm Paul Mittermeier saying so long from Baltimore. You've been watching MASL Soccer on Twitch.